Hi, Thomas Brinsko here, publisher of BIC Magazine and BICmagazine.com, bringing you the week's top news. The biggest news of the week was some blockbuster that Chevron had purchased Anadarko for $33 billion. Not surprising, the internet was abuzz, at least in the industrial world, about that acquisition. Chevron really doubling down on their shale position. Before the acquisition, they had 2.3 million acres in the Permian area, that West Texas play that's producing so much right now and driving all of the the industrial business. But combining with Anadarko, I heard that within the Delaware Basin inside of the Permian, they now control a 75-mile swath across the entire basin. So really positioning them to be a giant player in that space. The acquisition was made at $65 a share. It was 75% stock, 25% cash. Interesting, Occidental had bid $70 a share for the acquisition and lost. So we'll see where they go from there. In other news, getting a lot of traffic on our website was an announcement that Reuters had got the scoop on, that the Trump administration was going to be issuing 2 new executive orders to speed up some of the permitting on different energy projects. A lot of the LNG facilities that are being built in the Gulf Coast are concerned about the timing of these projects. Obviously, they're long-term and need to be built while we have an advantage in the United States. Delaying these projects for multiple years could really have an adverse effect on the investment that folks are looking to make. Parts of the Clean Water Act in particular have been used to stymie different projects, pipelines in the Northeast, coal export facilities on the West Coast, and it's been a big part of the Trump administration to cut through the red tape and allow companies to get their permits a lot faster so that their money can go to work investing in the United States. One last piece of news was really sort of a holistic feel-good story with the Permian Strategic Partnership that was announced. Over 20 different companies, including the aforementioned Chevron, but also Exxon, EOG Resources, Shell, all the majors out in the Permian, have pledged over $100 million to support the local communities out there. Their intention really is not to duplicate what the government's doing, but to add value to them. Obviously, with if you've lived out there or visited out there, you've seen the strain that the burgeoning economy has on infrastructure, whether it's building roads, building hospitals, recruiting doctors for those hospitals, recruiting teachers, all that kind of soft skill stuff that is secondary to the initial investment that the industry is making in some of these rural communities. They've really putting their money where their mouth is and supporting the community. I'm super proud of that. One last note for you, our readers. I know this blog is viewed all over the United States, but if you happen to live in the Houston area, we're going to be hosting a networking event on Thursday, May 2. And it's a crawfish boil. It should be a good time. Hopefully we'll have some good weather. If you'd be interested in attending that, send an email to our team at the email address below, and we look forward to seeing you there. God bless and have a great week.